trust with a weak foot, wide in the blood pressed up. Every stand is a sickness, I'm finding sweat. Every goal I chase, coming pain in depth. I was not made safe, I was made to endure, so I lead it to the weight. The vision gets pure as a cost to the climb, and I know by name, but the ain't in the choice, but the heat in the veins. But I never confuse hard work with loss. Sometimes pain is the gain, and the burn is the boss. When the work's were rough and the breath cut short, I don't ask for ease. I become the fall. Burned in the deep end, burned under strain. Burned when the body says stop, but the mind says stay. Burned in the deep end, nothing was free. Every inch that I own now was taken from me. Burned in the deep end, 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 burned in the deep end. I know what it means when the bar feels cruel, when the chest caves in and the floor feels huge. Just a place not sharp in the part. They don't see the quiet machine with no need to speak. No barbells, park in the drive. I build no faith, tough talk, just to test it. Where every hard they stack like a wall. I climb to the thing that once broke. Make I track my heart on the edge of the worst of how it looks how deep it shook by how far I went with the take ran dried house. Tell me I stay when the fear climbs high. If the line gets thin, then I tighten more. If the heat gets close, then I lock the cord. Burn, burned in the deep end, burned in the strain. Burn when the body says stop, but the mind says stay. Burned in the deep end, nothing was free. Every inch that I own now was taken from me. Burned in the deep end, 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 burned in the deep end. Don't know what dig more. Stay, present grip one. No panic, no I drift, just pressure and live. Burned in the deep end, now I wear a plane. Every bruise on the path, put more steel in the frame. Burned in the deep end, where the real gets found. I came out more solid every time I bent down. Burned in the deep, burned in the deep. Let the whole team test. I was built by the waste in my first caress. Keep pressing hard. One more, take charge. Burned in the deep end, 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 burned in the deep end. I don't need a smooth road, I need a real test. Something heavy on my back, something hard on my chest. I've been through enough cold nights to know this truth. You don't build a higher self by protecting youth. You build it in the dragon, the ache and the strain, in the hour where your body starts to bargain with pain. But I don't make deals with the part that quits. I came here to rise, not the soft and the hits. Every set leads proof that I'm still in command in the life that I've led. No wasting motion, no drifting away. I put force in the moment I attack the day. When the guard gets me and the lungs get loud, I don't lose my shape, I don't fold the doubt. Pressure makes the crowd, pressure builds a name. Pressure turns to fear into fueling flame. Pressure makes the crowd, so I welcome away. If it tests who I am, then it shows what I made. The heat comes close, I get sharper inside. Pressure makes the crowd, pressure builds a name. Pressure makes the crowd carry it clean. Every hard-earned scar put his mark on the king. Pressure makes the crowd, and I know what that cost. It was built from the nights when I would not get lost. Pressure makes the crowd, so bring all the strain. I don't run from the fire, I become what remains. More pressure, more pressure, more focus, more pressure. Still going, all the strain. I don't run from Messiah, I become what remains. More pressure, more pressure, more pressure, more pressure, more power, more power, more power, more pressure, more pressure. Pressure makes the crowd. I arrive to smoke with the jaw locked tight and the mind cut close to the noise, to the weak, to the easy route. Every morning I wake the weight in my chest.
Not fear, knocked out, just a call at the test. Who I am when the bar gets mean, when the blood runs hot and the air gets thin. I've been shaped by the hate they avoid for life, by the law still hours in the end of fight. So I don't need hype, I don't need applause. I got truth in the pain and the code in my flaws. When the room turns hard, I don't lose my frame.
I get still inside.
Then I state my claim. Made of the grain, made of the strain, made where the fire learns your name. Made of the grit, made of the wave, built in the dark, I don't break the grind. Flood, blood in a vow. If it gets harder, 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 I'm home now, I know that. It's where the vision shakes, where the legs go long.
And the focus age, that's the line I love. That's the gate I cross, where the weak part dies and the will gets bossed.
No borrowed flame in the core, I keep no half-heart. Rhythm in the work, I bleed. I was not made safe, I was made exact to keep coming from when the road snaps back. Every breath fights through from below. Every breath says stay, but the rest say no. When the rocket burns some more, I lock pressure with pain, turn flesh to rot. If I bend, I reset. If I fall, I rise. Nothing leaves this room till I take what's mine. Hey, made of the grain, made of the strain, made of the fire burns your name. Made of the grain, made of the wave, built in the dark, I don't break. Hey, heat of the drop, oh blood in the valve. If it gets harder, 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 I'm home now. No comfort, no crowd. Tough heartbeat, it's down, one target, one lane. All pressure, all gain. Stay under, stay locked. Don't flinch, don't stop. Made of the grind, made of the scars, made of the grind, made from the nights that swallow stars. Made of the flaws, made of the taste. What tried to break me built my chest. Made of the past, say it out loud, loud. I came from the make and I wear it proud. Still here, still strong, still under, still low.
I'm the last one, yeah, yeah. I walked in with a storm in my posture. No luck in my pocket, just scars in the target. Every day that I stayed in the furnace turned out an asher and pain in the purpose. I know that voice when it says you're dumb, but the chest gets tight and the legs go numb. But I don't bow to the easy way out. I get harder in the room, bills with doubt. Every blade on the ball got a question to ask, and I answer with force. I don't answer too fast, I let the pressure sit, let it press, let it prove who still is the will. When there's nothing to sue, when the air gets thin and the line gets rough, I don't need less weight, I just need more from us. I'm the last one standing strong. When the rest feel gone, when the burn runs deep, I keep moving on. I'm the last one standing strong, heart locked on. If the night gets long, I get more switched on. Meals rough to my cold, don't drift in my frame. I was shaped by the drag, by the climb, by the strain. Every miss talk, time and every fall talk. Brick never step like a man who is waiting for this. I don't flex for the broom, I don't train for the glance. I train for the second where most of the stands. Where the mind gets fogged and the body says wait. This the exact same second I accelerate. I've been under enough just to know this fact. What you carry with thunder will carry you back. So I'ma walk up below like a name of respect. And I leave every session with nothing on check. If the knee shake once, then I lock them twice. If the road gets thick, then I raise the price. I'm the last one standing strong. When the rest feel gone, when the burn runs deep, I keep moving on. I'm the last one standing strong, heart locked on. If the night gets long, I get more switched on. No shortcuts, no sleep, no mercy, no retreat. Stay steady, stay fierce, stay rooted, right here. I'm the last one standing strong, built with pressure belong. Every wound, every test, put more steel in the song. Last one standing strong, now to standing strong. If the weight comes down, I still can't
let's go. Yeah, yeah, woo. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Last one standing strong. What? Hey. I'm the last one. Yeah, yeah. I walked in with a storm in my posture, no luck in my posture, pocket just scars and a target. Every day that I stayed in a furnace, turn out in the ash, turn game in a purpose. Ha, ha. I know that voice when it says you're done, when the chest gets tight and the legs go numb, but I don't bow to the easy way out. I get harder when the room fills with doubt. Every blade on the fall, got a question to ask, and I answer with force, I don't answer too fast. Let it press, let it prove who still has the will when there's nothing to soothe. When the air gets thin and the line gets rough, I don't need less weight, I just need more from her. I'm the last one standing strong when the rest feel gone. When the burn runs deep, I keep moving on. I'm the last one standing strong, heart locked on. If the night gets long, I get more switched on. Yeah, 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 yeah. No soft in my cold, no drift in my frame. I was shaped by the drag, by the climb, by the strain. Every mistalk, time and every fall talk quick. Now I step like a man who was made for this. I don't flex for the room, I don't train for the cleanse. I train for the second word most lose the stance when the mind gets fogged and the body says wait. This exact same second I accelerate. I've been under and up just to know this back. What you carry with thought I will carry you back. So I walk alone like a name I respect. And I leave every session with nothing unchecked. With the knee shake once and I lock them twice. And the road gets deep, then I raise the price. I'm the last one standing strong when the rest feel gone. When the burn runs deep, I keep moving on. I'm the last one standing strong, heart locked on. As the night gets long, I get more switched on. No shortcuts, no sleep, no mercy, no retreat. Stay steady, stay fierce, stay rooted right here. I'm the last one standing strong, filled with passion belongs. Every wound, every tear, I'm more still in the song. Last one standing strong, now the standing strong. If the weight comes down, I still carry on. Last one standing strong, past the hate, past the fear. What was trying to break me, make my signal more clear. Stand tall, breathe slow, grip tight, let's go. Get up, break the limit like. Get up, oh yeah, 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 yeah. I'll step in the room to be part of the scene. I'm coming like a threat to the old version of me. Got a pose full of what you gotta stare up clean, like I already saw what I'm about to be. No comfort in the grind, no peace in the taste. Only hunger getting lighter every time that I strain. Every second to sit on the replay is a dare. I can feel something from the sun rise in the air. They want talk, I want proof. They want lies, I want truth. They want easy, I want more. I want more with the excuse. The limit line, push until it shakes. Turn the fear to fuel, turn the pressure into weight. One limit line, nothing left to say. If I'm going all in and I'm taking what I came for. I've been deep in the ground where the weak don't drown, where your lungs go thin and your head bows down. That's the place I change, that's the place I lock. Where the heart gets hard and the doubt gets strong. Don't stand out here, only earn momentum. Always wanted the fork and the wheel to bend. And if the pain shows up, then I use that spark. Like a blade gets quiet when it meets the dark. I'm a little halfway, not wired for safe. I stop it almost, I don't train that way. But the sting, let it bite, let the whole bull blur at the edge of sight. Let it burn, let it test the sound of the fire, you're wicked. The limit line, crash through every wall. I don't leave it undone. I don't leave it at all. A limit line, stand inside the flame. Every time I go down, I come back harder, change. The limit line to the whole frame screams. I was never made more, I was built for extremes. Go, 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 go. Go harder when the legs get heavy. Go sharper when the breath ain't steady. Go deeper when the mind says no. This the only way the giant grows. No feeling in the blood I carry. No retreating, more necessary. Move the target's close, I turn the pressure into overload. The limit line. On the hour, on the 8, on the power. Still up, still up, still moving, moving. No stop, 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 stop.
No excuses, no weakness allowed, no weakness allowed. Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey, hey! No weakness allowed. Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey, hey! Working like thunder with a plan in my chest, no look in my hands, only work every hour, drop leg, got me close to the edge, now my dream of the day, got a knife to my neck, gotta move like damn, I got something to improve, every scar turns sharp, every loss made a tool, when the pressure gets thick, I get calm, not cold, like a mind full of fire in the body of stone, every breath got a cost, every second got a truth, you can fake how you talk, you can fake what you do, always raised by the strain, now the pain feels numb, now to look back for it, but to make one through the smoke, when the knees get weak, I can break my stains, when the fear creeps in, I take that chance, and boom in my blood for a soft retreat, I was made to do what most grow me, no weakness allowed, no weakness allowed, not here, not now, I came for the crown with my head bowed down to the work, to the grind, to the weight, to the vow. No weakness allowed, no weakness allowed. I don't break, I break out. Turn the heat up high, let the dark burn out. If the line gets hard, that's the line I found. No weakness allowed. Hey, 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 hey. No weakness allowed. I get disciplined, beating like a code in my frame, not loud for the crowd. That's obsessed with the game. Every morning I vibe with a fight in my chest and the voice in my head singing, get nothing less. This ain't rages, it's focus. We're fine by the darkness. It's all of my losses compressed in the spark. Since years of being tested, it's still standing tall like a wall. Made no moves that refuses to fall. I don't chase being seen, I chase being real. So the force of the force, something new, but it feels that the more that it hurts, the more honest it gets. I don't run from the burn, I get closer to it. If I shake every step, then I step back in. If I fail, I'll return with the harder skin. Every mercy and growth when you're built from ground, so I live by the Lord. No weakness allowed. Not here, not now. I came for the crown with my head bowed down. To the work, to the grind, to the weight, to the vow. No weakness allowed, no weakness allowed. I won't break, I break out. Turn the heat up high, let the doubt burn out. If the line gets hard, that's the line I found. No weakness allowed. Strip the comfort, leave the steel. Let the silence show what's real. Face the ceiling, feel the ground. Hold the standard, don't back down. No weakness allowed. I become that sound of a heart that won't quit when the world shuts down. Every bruise, every tear, every lesson I found. Made a king, got the chaos, I carry you around. No weakness allowed. That's the code I live out. Through the sweat, through the ache, through the war, through the drought. If they ask what I am, let the whole room shout. No weakness allowed. Stand up, no more, breathe deep. One more, come on. One more, come on. One more, come on. Come on. No weakness allowed. No weakness allowed. Yeah. Walking like thunder with a pen in my chest. No luck in my hands, only work every couple I play. Got me close to the edge, now I train like a dick. Got a knife to my neck, gotta move like damn. I got something to prove, every scar turns sharp, every loss with a tool. When the pressure gets thick, I get calm, not cold. Like a mind full of fire in the body of stone. Every rep got a cost, every second got a tool. You can fake how you talk, you can fake what you do. I was raised by the strain, now the pain feels known. And I'm living for a better make one through the skull. When the knees get weak, I correct my stance. When the fear creeps in, I attack that chance. Every room in my blood for a soft retreat. I was made to endure what most grown me. No weakness allowed. Not here, not now. I came for the crown with my head bowed down. To the work, to the grind, to the way, to the vow. No weakness allowed. No weakness allowed. I don't break, I break out. Turn the heat up high and let the dark burn out. If the line gets hard, it's the line I found. No weakness allowed. I got discipline deep, like I'm not loud for the crowd that's obsessed with the game. Every morning I rise with a fight in my chest and a voice in my head saying give nothing less. This ain't rage, just as focus, refined by the dark. This is all of my losses, compressed in the sparks. This is years of being tested.
standing still, standing tall like a wall. Made a move to refuse. I don't chase, speaking seen, not chase, speaking real. Something forth from the force, something nobody steals. And the more that it hurts, the more honest it gets. And I run full of burn like it goes to the wind. If I shake, I reset, then I step back in. If I fail, I return with the hardest skin. There ain't mercy in growth when you build from ground. So I live by the law, no weakness allowed. I came for the crown with my head bowed down to the work of the grind, to the wake of the bow. No weakness allowed, no weakness allowed. I don't break, I break out. Turn the heat up higher, let the top burn out. If the line gets hard, it's the line I found. No weakness allowed.
Strip the comfort, leave the steel.
No weakness allowed.
Land the silence, show what's real.
No weakness allowed.
Face the ceiling, feel the ground.
No weakness allowed.
Hold the standard, don't back down.
No weakness allowed. I become that sound of a heart that won't break when the world shuts down. No weakness allowed. Every bruise, every tear, every lesson I found. Be the king, got the chaos I carried around. No weakness allowed. That's the code I live out. Through the sweat, through the ache, through the war, through the drought. If they ask what I am, let the whole world shout. No weakness allowed. Stand up, no weakness allowed. Through a sweat, through a grit, no weakness allowed. Stand up, no weakness allowed. Breathe deep, one more. No weakness allowed. No weakness allowed. No weakness allowed. No weakness allowed. No weakness allowed.
Yeah, I was never made for that easy route. Had to call my name where the fear runs out. Every mile in the dark, put still in my breath. Every loss I survived, put death down my chest.
I know what it takes when the edge gets close, when the hands feel numb and the love still close. At the point where the weak bar starts to bleed, but I don't speak quit, I speak one and need every section of line that I do not cross. I don't trade my skin, it's just a gosh that cost. If the work gets brutal and the truth gets clean, I can see who I am when the strength curves me. I don't wait for the world to get me, it's time I lock in deeper when I suffer my mind. When the pressure builds, I'll crack, I'll hide, I was built to hold, I was built to rise. Unbreakable by design, I go bend, I define what it means to stand tall when the hard times climb. Unbreakable by design, fire set in my spine. Every weight, every scar, turn up power in time. No hand on my back when the nights got long.
Had to turn my pain to a training song. Had to learn how to breathe through the doubt and sting. Now I step in the storm like I own the ring. Gotta move for the ground, I move for the goal. For the part of me built to carry the load. Every breath is a vow, every sin is a test. And I keep pacifying with the pins in my chest as I calm in my brain. Is a blend and a grit. I believe when it hurts, I get more from it. Like the pressure was sent to shake my frame. And the weight in my hands getting on my name. And the floor feels spark and the air gets thin. It's a signal now to go all the way in. No retreat in my blood, no doubt in my eyes. I was made for the push, I was made for the climb. Unbreakable by design, I don't bend, I define what it means to stand tall when the hard times climb. Unbreakable by design, fire set in my spine. Every raid, every scar, turn the power in time. Hold the focus, hold the line, no excuses, this is mine. Feel the pressure, let it teach what is earned, what is reached, my love. Unbreakable by design, now the force feels right. Every moment I bled brought me into this fight. Unbreakable by design, no collapse, no decline. I was built in the dark, I was built to shine. Stand firm, restore, load up, let's go, 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 go. Yeah. Unbreakable. Yeah.
I was never made for the easy route. Had to call my name with the fear runs out. Every mile in the dark, but still in my breath. Every loss to survive, put death in my chest. I know what it takes when the edge gets close and the hands feel numb and the lungs feel close to the point where the weak part starts to bleed. But I don't speak quick, I speak one. And need every session that I let to my cross. I don't trade my standard just for the cause. If the work gets brutal, then the truth gets clean. I can see who I am when the strength turns mean. I don't wait for the world to give me a sign. I lock in deeper in the shop in my mind when the pressure builds. I don't crack a hide. I was built to hold, I was built to rise. Unbreakable, I design. I don't bend, I define what it means to stand tall when the hard times climb. Unbreakable by design. Hey, if I say, hey, in my spine. Hey, every way, hey, every scar. Turn the power in time. No, hand on my back when the nights got long. Had to turn my pain to a training song. Had to learn how to breathe through the doubt and the steam. Now I step in the storm like I own the breathe. Gotta move for the crowd, I move for the cold. For the front of me, built to carry the load. Every breath is a vow, every set is a test. And I keep it survival with the plans on my chest as I calm in my rage as a plan and a grip. I leave when it hurts, I get more from it. Like the pressure percentage, shake my frame and the weight of my hands. Keep to know my name as the flow feels far when the air gets thin. It's a signal now to go all the way in. The retreat in my blood, no doubt in my eyes. I was made for the push, I was made for the climb. I was made for the climb. Every moment I bled by me into this fight. Unbreakable by design. I don't bend, I define what it means to stand tall when the hard times climb. Unbreakable by design. If I sit in my spine, every way that was start, turn the power in time. Hold the focus, hold the line. No excuses, this is mine. Feel the pressure, let it teach. What is earned, what is reach? Unbreakable by design. Not the force feels right. Every moment I bled, put me into this fight. Unbreak. No collapse, no decline. No was built in the dark, I was built to shine. Plan firm, resold, load up, let's go. Go. Unbreakable by design. No collapse, no decline. What was built in the dark, I was built to shine. Stand firm, resold, load up, let's go. I was built to shine. Stand firm.
No love, no rest, one more. Yeah. Picks up Mount, I step in the smoke. Heart full of fire, I'm ready to go. Hands up, chin low, eyes on the prize. Pain in my lungs, but the beast alive. No luck, no past, I've been with scars. Night after night, I turn the heart back. Keep singing floorboards crack. Whistle up in, I don't look back. Oh, no push, breathe, or fight. Oh, live or no fear, no doubt. Oh, bring that boy around. I'm in war mode. Can't kill this fire in my soul. 10 toes still standing in the cold. War mode, head down, heart black eyes gold. One shot, all gas, never fold. Blood on the map, sweat on the ground. Pressure get loud, I get more sound. Round by round, I feed that rage. Locked in the cage with a champion brain. Talk is cheap, I don't need noise. Build my name with bruised up joints. Hit like thunder, move like spite. I came for pain and I made it mine. Push, strike, break, go. Break, go. Rise, no change. No, ow. Bring that war out. I'm in war mode. Can't kill this fire in my soul. 10 toes still standing in the cold. War mode, head down, hard black eyes go. One shot, all gas, never fold. All gas, never fold.
I don't pray for the easy. I don't run from scars.
I turn pain to power, I turn wounds to stars. If the lights go dark, I still know my role. You can feel that heat when I hit one more. I'm in war mode.
No love, no rest, one more.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Mix up, mouth guard, step in the smoke. Heart full of fire, I'm ready to go. Hands up, chin low, eyes on the prize. Pain in my lungs, but the beast alive. No luck, no past, my pain with scars. Night after night, out to the hard back. Keep shaking, floorboards crack. Once I lock in, I don't look back. No push, break, no fight, oh, live, oh. No fear, fear, no doubt, doubt, oh. Bring that war out, I'm in war, oh. Can't feel this fire in my soul. 10 toes, still standing in the cold. War mode, head down, hard black eyes go.
One shot, all gas never fold.
Blood on the map, sweat on the ground. Pressure get loud, I get more sound. Round by round, I feed that rage. Locked in the cage with a champion brain. Talk is cheap, I don't need noise. Build my name with boosted up joints. Hit like thunder, move like spite. I came for pain and I made it mine. Push, strike, break, oh, break, break, oh. Rise, no change, change, no. Out, out, oh. Bring that war out, I'm in war mode. Can't kill this fire in my soul. 10 toes, still standing in the cold. War mode, head down, high black eyes go.
One shot, all gas never fold.
I don't break for the easy.
I don't run from scars. I turn pain to power. I turn wounds to stars. If the lights go dark, I still know my role.
Can feel that heat when I hit one more.
I'm in war mode. Got guilty fire in my soul. Still standing in the cold. War mode, head down, hard black lies. Whoa, one life, all gas, never fold. Whoa, no blood, no ass. Whoa, no love, no rest. Whoa, no love, no rest. Still here.
Yeah. Iron without mercy. Yeah. Yeah. Cold bar in my hands, let it speak for me. No crown, no applause, just the beast in me. I came in with a target and a dead set stare. Left out at the door, there was no room there.
Play on the side, let it test the nerve. Every time I sweat, let it fight to earn. I don't chase motivation, I come in the switch when nobody's that stop. I get mean with it, ball break, rising by my vision, stay still. This ain't rage, this is discipline and will. I'll be rolling away, get reduced to dust.
I don't ask for belief, I demand my trust.
Hey, hey, bomb without mercy, try without end. I came here to rise, not pretend. Step in my lane, feel the ground I bend. I'm without mercy again and again. Ooh, I'm without mercy, deep in the grind. I got storm in my chest and a lock on my mind. No soft way out, no safe decline. I'm without mercy. Hey, hey,
I'm without mercy.
drop without mercy, drop without end. I came here to rise, not pretend. Step in my lane, feel the ground I'm in. I'm without mercy, again and again. I'm without mercy, deep in the grind. I got storm in my chest and a lock on my mind. No soft way out, no safe decline.
Without mercy, this pressure is mine. I don't need saving.
I need one more round. One more second, one more hit from the ground. I don't feel breaking.
That's how shape gets found.
What survives? The furnace comes back, forge loud. I'm without mercy. Blood on the gold, nothing half paid ever fed my soul. I get too far, just play this small. I'm without mercy, I am answer the call. I am without mercy.
Now look at me stand. Built from the ache and the force I withstand. No borrowed light, no helping hand.
I am without mercy. I became the demand.
Hey, load it up, lock it in. One more set, let it begin. Load it up, lock it in. One more set, let it begin. One more set, let it begin.
Turn the weight up. I don't break, yeah. Fuck yeah, I was born for the pressure. Pressure, yeah. Hey, yeah, I was built in the silence, trained in the dark, had to light my own fire. Had to strike my own spark. Every scar got a language, every bruise got a name.
I was down on the floor, now I'm feeding the flame. They don't know what it costs when you sharpen your will. When your mind says enough, but your soul sets still. Every rep like a promise, every breath like a fight. I don't pray for it easy, I get ready for the night. Pressure on my chest, but I carry it proud. Pain in my veins, still I never back down. When the doubt gets loud, I go louder inside. That's the sound of a man with a war in his stride.
I was born for the pressure, built for the weight. Fire, I don't fold, I elevate. When the walls close in, I don't run, I engage. I was born for the pressure, now get out my way.
I was born for the pressure, still in my flame. Every time I get hit, I come back with a flame. No fear in my eyes, no breaks in this phase. I was born for the plan, remember the name.
I don't move for applause, I don't live for the crowd. I got goals in my bones, I got thunder in the ground. Every set, every drop, every second I stay is a brick in a tower that they said wouldn't raise.
I make peace with the burn, now the hurt feels holy. Got a heart so locked down, can't a weak thought hold me. When the sweat starts falling, that's the truth coming out. I don't talk about hunger, I'm what hunger's about. When the room gets thin and the air feels tight, I turn pain to force, turn fear to bite. If the line looks short, then I'm crossing it first. I was born for the pressure, bow.
I was born for the pressure, built for the weight. Fire in my blood, I don't hold, I elevate. When the walls close in, I don't run, I engage. I was born for the pressure, now get out my way.
I was born for the pressure, still in my flame. Every time I get hit, I come back with a flame. No fear in my eyes, no breaks in this phase. I was born for the pressure, remember the name.
No mercy in the mirror, no weakness in my stare. If the mountain gets higher, then I meet it right there. No luck in the story, no hand I had to play. I became what I needed, now I'm coming no way.
I was born for the pressure, came from the strain. Turned the dark to a weapon, turned the loss to a game. Now a beat on my heart, got the sound of a cage. And I broke every bar when I stepped on the stage. I was born for the pressure, made for the storm. Every piece of the gamut only made me more warm. If they want something real, let them watch me transform. I was born for the pressure, this is my form. More weight, more fire, more focus, no surrender.
I arrive through smoke with the jaw locked tight and the mind cut close to the noise, to the weak, to the easy route. Every morning I wake the weight in my chest.
Not fear, knocked out, just a call at the test. Who I am when the bar gets mean, when the blood runs hot and the air gets thin. I've been shaped by the hate they avoid for life, by the lost still hours in the inner fight. So I don't need hype, I don't need applause. I got truth in the pain and the code in my flaws. When the room turns hard, I don't lose my frame.
I get still inside,
then I state my claim. Made of the grain, made of the strain, made where the fire learns your name. Made of the grain, made of the wave, built in the dark, I don't break the grind. Flood, blood in the vow. If it gets harder, 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 I'm home now, I know that. It's where the vision shakes, where the legs go numb.
and the focus age, that's the line I love. That's the gate I cross, where the weak part dies and the real gets bossed.
No borrowed flame in the core, I keep no half-heart. Rhythm in the work I bleed, bleed. I was not made safe, I was made exact to keep coming from up on the road, that's back. Every breath fights through, falling from below. Every breath that stay, but the rest say no. When the rocket burns some more, I lock pressure with pain, turn flesh to rock. If I bend, I reset. If I fall, I rise. Nothing leaves this room till I take what's mine. Hey, made of the grain, made of the strain, made of the fire burns your name. Made of the grave, made of the wave, built in the dark, I don't break. Hey, heat of the drop, oh blood in the valve. If it gets harder, 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 I'm home now, no comfort, no crowd. Tough heartbeat, a sound, one target, one lane. All pressure, all gang, stay under, stay locked. Don't flinch, don't stop. Made of the grind, made of the scars, made of the grind, made from the nights that swallow stars. Made of the flaws, made of the test. What tried to break me built my chest. Made of the past, say it out loud, loud. I came from the lake and I wear it proud. Still here, still strong, still under, still low.
Turn the weight up. I don't break, yeah. Yeah, I was born for the pressure, pressure, yeah, pressure, yeah. Yeah, I was built in the silence, trained in the dark. Had to light my own fire. Had to strike my own spark.
Every scar got a language, every bruise got a name. I was down on the floor, now I'm feeding the flame. They don't know what it costs when you're sharpen your will. When your mind says enough, but your soul says still.
Every breath like a promise, every breath like a fight. I don't pray for it easy, I get ready for the night. Pressure on my chest, but I carry it proud. Pain in my veins, still I never back down.
That's the sound of a man with.
I was born the pressure, built for the weight. Fire in my blood, I don't fold, I elevate. When the walls close in, I don't run, I engage. I was born for the pressure, now get out my way. I was born for the pressure, still in my frame. Every time I get hit, I come back with a flame. No fear in rise, no breaks in this phase. I was born for the pressure. I don't move for applause, I don't live for the crowd. I got goals in my bones, I got thunder in the ground. Every set, every drop, every second I stay. It's a brick in the tower that they said wouldn't raid. I made peace with the burn, now the hurt feels holy. Got a heart so locked in, can't no weak thought hold me. When the sweat starts falling, that's the truth coming out. I don't talk about hunger, I'm what hunger's about. When the room gets thin and the air feels tight, I turn pain to force, I turn fear to bite. If the lie looks short, then I'm crossing it first. I've been trained by the fire. I was born to pressure, built for the weak. Fire in my blood, I don't fold, I elevate. Now the walls close in, I was born for the pressure. Born for the pressure, now get out my lane. I was born for the pressure, still in my frame. Every time I get hit, I come back with a flame. No fear in my eyes, no breaks in the face. I was born for the pressure, remember the name. No mercy in the mirror, no weakness in my stare. If the mountain gets higher, then I meet it right there. No luck in the story, no hand I had to play. I became what I needed, now I'm coming away. I was born for the pressure, came from the strain. Turn the dark to a weapon, turn the loss to a game. Now the beat of my heart got the sound of a cage. And I broke every ball, then I stepped on the stage. I was born for the pressure, made for the storm. Every piece of the damage only made me more form. If they want something real, let them watch me transform. I was born for the pressure, this is my form. More weight, more fire, more focus, no surrender.
Yeah, I'm coming alive when the season clean. I wake up when the wind turns cool and mean. When the bar feels strong and the breath feels late. That's the hour I trust, there's a test I take. Up and down in the trenches, the down and drag. With the mind saying slow, when the soul saying back to the place where the figure stripped from the bone, bone, bone. And the land of America's left alone, alone. Every second got truth
nights.
I don't chase some comfort that fades by noon. I chase what remains when the room goes mute. When the ceiling drops and the pulse turns loud, I don't lose my shade, I don't save the doubt. Built past the breaking point, that's where the weak voice is. That's where the body shakes and the real work begins. Built at the breaking point, that's where I call my name. Inside the pressure zone, inside the heat and spray. I don't carry dreams that were made to light, but my forge in the drag of the hardest fight. And the cold first step and the last that burn, and the cost of stand when it's easy to turn. No spare in my job, no half of my wheel. Like I stand, there's a blood in the frame made steel. When the line gets thin, I don't look away, I get closer to the edge and I make it stay. Every drop on my route was a price I chose. Every ache in my chest made the focus grow. I can set them on deep that I keep inside. If the floor feels far, then I lower and ride. If the fire gets close, then I jump inside. Built past the breaking point, that's where the weak voice is. That's where the body shakes and the real work begins. Built past the breaking point, that's where I found my name. Inside the pressure zone, inside the heat and strain. Stay under, stay set. No panic, no sweat. We're tight and move clean. Go deeper, stay big. Built got the breaking point, now the form feel true. Every drop I took, cut the false part through. Built past the breaking point, and I stand in made by the force that hit and the price I pay. Built past the breaking point, and the whole true low. I'm shaped by the low that was stop like it, just a one breath, press up. Press up.
Burn in the deep end. Burn in the deep end. Burn in the deep end. What? Burn in the deep end. What? Burn in the deep end.
I don't need the light, I get tapped in the dim. When the pressure gets close and the eyes get slim, that's the zone I know, that's the edge I trust. With a weak fall quiet and the world turns tough. Every set is a sickness, I write and swear. To the goal I chase, got me banged in death. I was not made safe, I was made to endure. So I lean into the bait till the vision gets pure. There's a constant climb and I know my name. By the aching in the joints, by the heat in the veins. But I never confuse hard work with love. Sometimes pain is the gate and the burn is the boss. When I won't turn rough and the breath cut short, I don't ask what ease, I become the sport.
Burn in the deep end.
Burn in the strain. Burn when the body said stop, but the mind said stay. Nothing was free. Every inch that I owned now was taken from me.
Burn in the deep end.
Burn in the deep end. What?
Burn in the deep end.
What?
Burn in the deep end.
What?
Burn in the deep end. Burn in the deep end.
I know what it means when the bar feels cool, when the chest caves in and the floor feels huge. Just a place I sharpen the bullet, don't see the quiet machine with no need to speak. No borrows barking the drop, I build no fake tough talk, just a tested wheel. Every hard day stacked like a wall, I climb to the thing that once bought me, got tracked behind. I don't measure the work by how clean it looks, measure great by how keep it chilled by half. I ride when the tank ran, try in house, I stay when the fear climbed high. If the line gets thin, then I tighten more. If the heat gets cold, then I lock the core.
Burn in the deep end.
Burn under strain, burn when the body said stop, but the mind said stay. Burn, nothing was free. Every inch that I own now was taken from me.
Burn in the deep end.
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 Burn in the deep end. Go lower, dig more, stay present, grip war, no panic, no drift, just pressure and live. Burn in the deep end, no more crane, every rules on the path, but one steel in the frame. Burn in the deep end, when the real gets found, I came out more solid every time I went down. Right in the deep end, like the whole thing, test those built for the weight, for the rest. Deep breath, set hard, one more, take charge. Burn
Burn in the deep end, burn in the deep end. On the heavy day. On the heavy day. From the heavy day.
I know the kind of morning where the weight feels near, before the first deep breath, before the mind gets clear, where the pressure hits early and the room stays cold, and the voice in your head says you're running low. But I don't speak that language, I was trained through strain. Got a heart that wakes up when it tastes that pain. Every step back taught me how to stand more sound, how to turn locked doors to break them down. Points in the ground. Every day I know I got a job for me. Every second of the low is along with me. I don't wait for the spark to create the heat. I've been forced to the floor, I've been fired defeat. When the hard days land, I don't drift, I drive. When the legs feel done, that's when I come alive. I rise on the heavy days, I lift and the sky feels weight. I move when the doubt says wait. I rise on the heavy days, I rise when the road turns deep. Oh, I dig when it's buried deep. Oh, I don't give a precious sleep. Ooh, I ride on the heavy days. I've been hit by the kind of silence that tests your brain, but nobody sees the work, but you do it the same. That's the place where the wheel gets carved in bone, where you stop needing noise and you build your own. No easy in me, no soft way through, just a code in the chest that says follow through. If it hurts, let it speak, let it tell me more about the edge I'm near and what I'm training for. I don't feel it, the man, I become the beast. Put my name in the ground, let it mark my face. Every call, every breath, every line I hold, there's a hard day's rain in the pool and go to the bar below. I'm in love with them rights, the boss can't tell, I go straight through its eyes.
I rise on the heavy days.
I flip when the sky feels weight. I move when the doubt says wait. I rise on the heavy days. I rise when the road turns deep. When it's buried deep. Get it preciously. I rise on the heavy days. No better, no better. Proof then there's no clean way to the top. Just when clenched fists stay locked, stay set, stay in and don't quit, don't quit, don't quit.
I'll rise on the heavy.
I fly when the world gets rough. I learn that the hardest place is where I be coming up. I'll rise when the light bursts in. I'll rise when the storm blows in. I don't where the strength has been. I'll rise and I wear that wind. Heavy days, heavy weight, same heart, still great cold.
On the heavy day. On the heavy day. From the heavy.
I know the kind of morning where the weight feels near, before the first deep breath, before the mind gets clear, where the pressure hits early and the room stays cold, and the voice in your head says you're running low. But I don't speak that language, I was trained through strain. Got a heart that wakes up when it tastes that pain. Every step back taught me how to stand more sound, how to turn locked doors to breaking points in the ground. Every blade on the rack got a job for me on the low rizal, all with me out of way for the spark. I create the heat, I bring force to the floor, up and fire the feet when the hard days land. Hey, 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 I don't drift, I drive. Hey, hey, hey. When the legs feel done, that's when I come alive.
I rise on the heavy days. I lift when the sky feels weight. I move when the doubt said wait. I rise on the heavy day. Rise on the heavy day. I rise when the road turns deep. I dig when it's buried deep. I'll get precious sleep. Rise on the heavy day. Rise on the heavy day.
I've been hit by kind of silence that tests your brain, when nobody sees the work but you do it the same. That's the place where the real gets carved in bone, where you stop needing noise and you build your own. No easy and me, no soft way through, just a code and a justice is follow through. If it hurts, let it speak, let it tell me more about the edge I'm here and what I'm training for. I don't fear the demand that become the pace, put my name in the grind, let him off my face. Every drop, every breath, every line I hold, turns the hard days weight into proof and gold. and slow. I've been low with the rods at the wall, stand tall like I'm straight through a tile. Eyes on the heavy days. Get when the sky feels weight. I move when the down stands weight. Eyes on the heavy days. Eyes on the heavy days. Eyes when the road turns deep. I dig when it's buried deep. I won't get it preciously. Eyes on the heavy days. Eyes on the heavy days. Timing down, no better proof than this. No clean way to the top, sweat and clench fist. Stay locked, stay set, stay in it, stay in it. No quit, no quit, no quit. I rise on the heavy days. Grind and the world gets rough. I learned that the hardest places where I become enough. Rise and the light burst in. I rise with the storm closed in. I don't ask where the strength has been. I rise and I wear that win. Every day, heavyweight. Same heart, still bright. Ow!
Oh yeah, I came in with a storm on me. No shine, no sleep, just force on me. Every mile of the herd I kept turned bone, and still turn fear to death. I know what it means when the room goes thin, when the lungs burn out and the guy walks in. That's the hour I become more real. That's the place where the beat don't heal. Every blink I stare like war. Every word make a man want more. I don't flex for the eyes outside. I came here just to test my spine. When the pressure climbs, I don't break. I align with the pain, with the grind. I was made for this time. Hold the line in the fire, slow hard, rising higher. Hold the line, don't you fold. Stay down, deep, stay as cold. Hold the line, let it rain, let it hurt, love the strain. Hold the line through the night. If it burns, then you're right. No shortcuts, tip in my hands. Only scars and unfinished plans that I carry through dust and weight. Now they sharpen the way I take. Every bit of you got burned a grit. Every setback made me more fit. For the low, for the ache, for the climb, for the second and most decline. When the head draws near, I'm on slow. I get crystal clear like a whole world fades. But the gold and the wardrobe sound in my soul. If the body shakes, let it shake, not fade. If the knees touch ground, stand tall or remain. Hold the line in the fire, slow, hard, rising higher. Hold the line, don't you fold. Stay down, then stay as gold. Hold the line, let it rain, let it hurt, you're the strain. Hold the line through the night. If it burns, then you're right. Lay low, I strike, no rush, just wait. Stand firm, chest wide, pace speak. Stand by it, one more than no pause. So bring home, hold the line, hold the line, hold the line. When it bites, when the dark kills the light. Hold the line, with your name and your teeth in your veins. Hold the line, till it's yours, till the ground feels the force. Hold the line, no escape, what you earn, what you take.